Hi guys, welcome back to another video, another talky episode here with me talking about the recent update for Spirit of Fire. Now, I just made one about all these customizations and the shop and the battle pass. Go and watch that if you want. It was the last video I made. Link it down in the description. But we also want to talk about the actual update to the gameplay, which is the one new map we've got, Illusion. It is on a 24/7 playlist, so I'm quite pleased about that. But it is just one map, so it's a bit disappointing here. Let's talk about it. Oh, hang on, we also got Social Objective, but because they've buried it way down, why haven't they put this at the top? I'm positive Social Objective has just been reintroduced. I don't even know if it was in there in previous seasons, but it's just been reintroduced. It hasn't made an appearance, I'm pretty sure, in Season 5. And they've lobbed it way down here by the... And it's not like they put it at the bottom. If they put it under Lone Wolves, people would scroll the way down and they'd see it. People are not going to see Social Objectives there. Put it up here with Illusion highlighted at the very least to get people playing it, because some of these game modes, if we have a look at the game list, sound awesome. I've not actually played any of these. Slay holds, where you have to kill people whilst holding a zone. Vampire Oddball. Fiesta Capture the Flag. That would be amazing. Covert one flag as well. That is so cool, where one team goes invisible, the other team, I believe, gets snipers and swords. Oh no, they have threat sensors, sorry. But that is awesome. And a neutral flag, Capture the Flag. This is like a perfect game mode. Having one neutral flag that both teams are trying to capture sounds amazing. And then also we got Ninja Capture the Flag, which effectively gives everybody energy swords and grapple shot loadouts, which again is just super fun. Why have they not put this right at the top? In my opinion, we're going to talk about Illusion now as the game mode. We've only got 3 types of game on Illusion. They should have added Social Objective into this Illusion thing, maybe, or just bump the playlist higher. It's ridiculous. Right, now let's get on and talk about Illusion, the actual change to the gameplay, because it's a new experience to go and fight on, and it is actually really good. Now, I say that because it's taken me maybe 20-25 matches on this map before I've actually enjoyed it. Getting used to this map, I found it very tedious, very boring, very similar. Every gunfire was basically the same. You're probably already familiar with the map if you're watching this, but it's basically 3 corridors with 2 snipers at each end, where typically the spawn points are, and it becomes a bit of a snipe fest, in all honesty. Especially in something like Capture the Flag, where the bases are locked down. Let me just run this clip. Now, most of what I'm going to show you is just me talking over cool clips. Let me run this clip to what I'm talking about. I managed to sneak up into behind the opponent's base with a sniper, and let's just see what happened. So now I'm able to just do the sniping from behind their base, because the map is really poorly made. Oh look, and there's another one over here. Very dumb. There we go. Just do that. Better do the return though. Hopefully. Yep. Keep going, guys. Keep going. There we go. So that was all kind of early on footage there, whilst I was still trying to learn the map, and I was a bit disappointed with the map early on. As I said, I just felt it like it was a snipe fest, and it was not very well balanced. And after playing another dozen, maybe 15 to 20 games, I actually really enjoy this map. It is very unbalanced, but at the same way, it is kind of super balanced, and what I mean by that is it's a symmetrical map. Yes, you've got 3 corridors effectively with high terrain on either side, so you've got a lot of sniping opportunities. However, I feel like once you know the map and the layout and you're aware of enemy movements and where they're probably going to go and where they're going to line up, you actually can start to dictate where people are and how to counter them, whether they're hiding behind the base. There's a lot of corridors to get up, sneak in behind them. I got one awesome back slap kill while someone was sniping at the end of the middle corridor. That was really satisfying to get. But then there's also a lot of verticality down the middle columns as well, or down the middle area of the map. So you can actually get up quite high. You can get around people whilst using that verticality, even down that middle corridor, which is basically what the whole map is around, the middle corridor and being invisible down there. There are different locations to jump up on and to get some extra kind of cover and some different areas to strike from. Of course, there are the two little cubby holes, but there are two pillars that you can jump up on and hide behind, which I think really adds something to it. And it took me a little while just to get to grips with how this map was potentially going to work. Now, I'm sure if you had a team of 4, you could literally run riot on this, because typically what I'm finding is people are just mostly solo queuing. Even if you had maybe 2 players on this in a team, the communication that you can get on this map would make it insanely hard to break down a team that's working well together. Which is actually, when I think about it, kind of what Halo is all about. Halo is about teamwork, it is about knowing the map, it is about the power weapons. If everybody's got the exact same weapon, it becomes almost a stalemate 50-50, which is kind of where the competitive scene takes over, and then you really need to know map layout and how to run around. But if you're just running around gunfire, you need to be able to pick up the grenades, you need to be able to pick up the power weapons. Obviously there's a sword in the middle of this one, which I feel like you have to be very aware of your surroundings to use the sword on this, just because of all the snipers. But yeah, I just think it really actually, once you start to know the map, and you have to read your team each game that you're in, because I'm a solo player, playing with 3 other players. Typically, they don't always know what they're doing, so they're just running around. But you can kind of pick up, all right, this person likes to go down to the right, this person likes to stay up high, this person loves getting the active camo. And then you can start to build your strategy around that. And then at the same time, obviously, you're reading what the enemy likes to do. Now, in terms of the game modes, I'm slightly disappointed that we've only got the 3 modes. I would have liked strongholds on this, because I feel like land grab doesn't work well, because again, if you're playing as a team of 4, you're going to dominate land grab, because you have 2 players going to 2 zones each time, and you're always pretty much going to win, because the other team will typically be all solo runners and they'll just run off, and you'll get a lot of 2-on-1s if you do it that way. So I don't think it works very well, because of that reason. If you're a solo runner, you're not going to have the communication and the teamwork that you need for land grab, and I find it really tedious to play. However, if it was strongholds and the designated zones were always in the same area, I think that would actually work quite well. It's a surprisingly small map when given that there's a lot of sniper ability on it. So I think with land grab, you're just going to struggle to have a lot of enjoyment on that. Slayer's alright, but the spawns get a bit twisted, again, because it is such a small map and there is such coverage to get shots down the whole the whole map of it and be effective. I find Slayer is a little bit tricky, again, if you've got a team that you're playing with that don't know what they're doing against a team that does. You're going to pretty much get dominated very easily. So Capture the Flag is my ideal map for this one, because we've only got the 3 modes. And I think it does work out the best, just because you've got those structured zones where you start, where you spawn from, and where the enemy spawns from. So you can actually read the gameplay a little bit easier playing solo, of course. Now, having said all of that, and saying how much it relies on teamwork, because it's so, I think, unbalanced in terms of power weapons, I just don't think it would work well in a competitive setting. You're probably not going to want this in ranked, because it is I don't know. I just don't think it would work well with the spawns on Slayer. If it was only capture the flag, then maybe that would work. But with that invisible field down the middle, I think you're going to get a lot of teams just camping in there, wiping out a team, grabbing the flag quickly, and then heading back. However, if you've got two teams that are really talking well, I'd be really interested to see how some of that gameplay works out with two teams really communicating. Now, that's about all I need to say about this. So I do really like the map, and I'm actually, after being really disappointed with this update, CU29, which stupid name, I actually will say they've done a good job, at least with this map. Everything else in the update, with the cosmetics, the shop, the battle pass, the marketing, all really poor. However, this map is awesome. Oh, and also they've broken the ranked the rank placement, so that's really brilliant. Well done, 343. I will give them their credit. This map is actually a lot of fun once you get used to it and play maybe 10, 15, 15 matches, or at least that's my experience. Now, I did run into two people on the same team that were cheating quite clearly. I'm showing some footage of this at the end. I'm sure they were both Smurf accounts or new accounts. I'm sure they've been banned a dozen times and probably just keep making new accounts. So that was my only letdown. You know, if you, and that kind of actually shows how OP you can be on this map if you can literally know where people are going to be, because they have wall hacks and pretty much perfect aim through their hacks. And it kind of shows you can get 40 kills on this map really easily with with hacks, but I reckon you can probably get, if you're really good at this, you can probably get up to 30 kills legit on this map, you know, with a good team as well. Anyway, I really like this. Hopefully you guys do too. I know this is a bit of a ramble talking through the map. I've never really done analysis on any maps, and I wouldn't call this analysis. I'm just saying how much I enjoy it. And I wanted to put out something that was a little bit more positive, just because a lot of my talky videos outside of the Forge campaigns have been a bit negative towards 343. And yeah, this one was really good. So well done, devs. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you do, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you in the next video.